Hello friends, and thank you so much for tuning into Full Face and Fabulous. My name is Kristen, and today I just thought I would hop on here and do a get ready with me video and just apply all the products and show you some of the favorites that I've been loving lately. So the first product is my moisturizer, and this is my Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. And this is compared to moisturizers that are in the upwards of $400, $500. And it claims to be just as good as a $400 moisturizer, and I have to agree with it. I recently picked up a new one here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on. I love the way it smells, and I just love the way it feels as it glides across my skin. So if you're looking for a good drugstore choice, and you're wanting a little bit more expensive kind of feel, this is a good drugstore choice. This does run around $25 to $30 depending on where you pick it up at, but I love it. The texture is a really thick, creamy consistency, almost kind of mousse-like, and it just feels really good. It sets the makeup really well. It's a nice base for the foundation to apply, and I really like it. So I've been using and loving this Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. I also have been using and loving my Olay Eyes Deep Hydrating Gel. And this is the blue container with the silver lid. And this has a gel-like texture to it. So I just dab it underneath the eyes. And it just really refreshes the under eye area. I get super dry, so this step to my makeup routine is extremely important. And I just really like the way this feels. It has a little bit of a cooling sensation. It's a very lightweight gel texture, so that's extremely nice. Then the next product I'm going to jump in with is a primer, and the primer that I'm going to use today, the one I've been loving a lot, is by OFRA, and this is the Northern Lights primer. So it's in this kind of a container. I just leave the cap off because it really irritates me more than anything else when my hands have moisturizer and primers and I just can't get that cap off, so I just leave the cap off. But this is a really nice primer. It's kind of got a milky texture to it, and it just feels really good going on. I feel like it's a nice combination with the underneath the moisturizer. And then for today, I'm going to choose I picked up a new one of these. I used this a long time ago, but I wanted to rediscover it. This is Covergirl+Olay Advanced Radiance Age Defying Makeup Plus Sunscreen of Broad Spectrum SPF 10. This is classic Ivory. So I wanted to rediscover this again. This is actually in their more advanced line, but this does have a nice pump. And I haven't used CoverGirl products in a while, and I was noticing I had quite a few here in my stash, and I thought it'd be fun to apply this and just show you. I've used this in the past, many years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, and I really liked it. And it smells really good too. It's CoverGirl and Olay, and I thought this would work nice together, especially since I used an Olay moisturizer. Then I'm going to use my original Beauty Blender to buff this in. Decided to break out my Beauty Blender because it's been a while, and I love the way the Beauty Blender works to just conceal everything nicely. And it really gives a beautiful airbrushed look to the face with pretty much all foundations. That's the beauty of a beauty blender. Beauty of a beauty blender. But I just love the way it makes this you know, the finished look of the skin feel. And I like how it, you know, there's just enough dampness in that sponge that really gives you that beautiful glowy texture. I just decided I would get up this morning and do my makeup because I wasn't feeling too good today. And just been having digestive issues, I think, because of all the stress and anxiety of missing everybody. I have so much anxiety that it's unbelievable. And so it just, you know how they say that mind-gut connection, it's the truth. So I deal with it every single day. And then the next product I'm going to use is new to me. This is a new concealer. It's the Covergirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and I recently picked this up at my Walmart, and I thought it'd be fun to try it out. This is in light nude, and look at that huge buckfoot applicator. This is really, really big, but I thought this is new to me. I've never tried this particular concealer before, but I wanted to see how this compares to my e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, which I love, and my L'Oreal Infallible concealer. I wanted to see if this possibly could compare or hold up to those same standards. So we shall see. Because my favorite concealers as far as coverage are the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, which is just absolutely amazing for only $5. That packs so much coverage. It's beautiful coverage. And of course I'm always looking for one that can live up to those same claims, and I'm trying to see if this one, seems like this one's concealing nicely too. I like those big buckfoot applicators because you can really get a lot of product right where you need it. This one seems like it's concealing quite nicely. I'm really impressed with this. Very nice. Yeah, that one's doing a good job. I like this one as well. And some of you were asking about powders that I've been using and loving. So I love this one to just as a finishing touch. This is my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Fair. And this is a really good one to just set the powder. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques powder brush. And I thought this had, yeah, number 300. Going to use this to set it, and I just dip it in. And this is a really loose setting powder. It's very finely milled, so it really sets everything nicely. And I like that it's such a loose powder that it'll conceal everything and just set the makeup look for the day. So that's the powder I've been using. And then I'm going to pop on a new blush today. So the new blush that I'm using today is by Makeup Revolution, and this is in the shade Rose Kiss. And it's a really beautiful mauve pink shade. And I recently washed all my brushes, so I need to find a good blush brush. I'm going to use my AOA Studio F28 brush, and I'm just going to dip in and then pop that right on the cheeks for that gorgeous flush. I think blush is so important. Like, that's one part of the makeup application that you just don't want to skip, is blush, because that really can trying to keep from sneezing. And that can really make or break the entire look. So I really like that color. That one's a new one to me. And then I've got this fun Orgasm. This is by NARS. And this is a highlight trio, like a quad of a bunch of different shades, and I wanted to try this out if I can open the packaging. So there's some cream, there's several creamy highlights in here, and you got this gorgeous mirror, and then you've got these beautiful creamy highlight shades. And I thought it would be fun to pop that on, so I'm going to go right where I would normally highlight, and then I'm going to go over it with the Beauty Blender. I'm going to also mix in a little bit of this pinky shade. There's a beautiful pinky shade right here. I'm going to pop that right on the cheek to add a little bit of extra glow to the cheeks. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's really amping up the pink glow. And I love the packaging on this. It's so shiny. It's like it feels very heavy. It's kind of bubbly on the top too. It kind of bubbles up there. It's got this neat. And then it's got all of the shade names on the back. So the shade names are Orgasm, Ecstasy, Double Orgasm, Deep Orgasm, Orgasm Fever, Super Orgasm, and Orgasm. So you're getting like 6 different shades, and they're ranging from the lightest to the deepest tones. Really, really pretty. So that's a fun one. I purchased that back when all the other line came out. Now I'm going to go over this with my Beauty Blender and just kind of work that highlight in. Alright, and then the next product I want to apply is my brow product, and I'm using my Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil in medium brown. This just works to quickly set my eyebrows. And then I want to do an eyeshadow look, and I also have a Covergirl eyeshadow palette, and this is Rain. And this I picked up picked up at my Walmart. So I thought it'd be fun to try that one out. It's a new eyeshadow palette that I recently purchased. I'm going to apply some of my Urban Decay Primer Potion to my eyelids to set this eye look. The Urban Decay Primer Potion sets the eye look really nicely. And then I'm going to jump right in. So the colors of this Rain palette by Covergirl are really nice. You got some deep dark tones and then some neutrals, some fun pops of color. And I'm going to go in with my Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm going to go in with this kind of purpley shade here. It's called Forever Yours. I'm going to tap into that and see what kind of color. Wow, that's a lot of color payoff going on right there. It's providing me more color payoff than I thought it would. I've heard mixed reviews on these palettes, so just kind of curious to see how it performs, but I like the color it's given me. It's not bad. I kind of want to do it, you know, something different with the purple. I usually go for more rosy looks or neutrals. And then for the pop of eyeshadow on the actual eyelid, I think I'm going to go in with this shade down here on the bottom called Good For You. It's kind of a rose gold shade. And I think that'll be pretty just all over this bottom portion of my eyelid. Very pretty. Just going all over. packing it on. I like to take a lighter shade, and I'm going to use Crowned right in the inner corner. Crowned is like a light taupe shade, and that looks pretty, just popped right in the inner corner for that pop of light. And then I want to add a little bit of dimension with some of this gold shade. It's called Moneymaker, and I want to pop that like right in here. That's pretty. It's like a really sophisticated gold look. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more of that. And then I want to go directly in the crease with a darker shade. Let me see what shade I can go with here. Got this shade called Dignified. Let's see what that looks like. It's a really kind of pretty shade there. It's kind of almost like it got an olive green tone to it. This is kind of a fun palette because there's a lot of different tones. You've got everything from like jewel tones to golds to bronze. And so that's kind of fun. I like it when they put a different, you know, twist, add in some pops of color, because that can really help differentiate. I'm going to put a little bit more of this purple just right up in here. Trying to make that outer wing there with that purple. This is really pretty. You can get this at the drugstore. I picked mine up at Walmart. They actually just sell these palettes in Walmart in the makeup aisles in the Covergirl section. So that's really cool. I do like when drugstores come out with products like this. And the cool thing is too, you're getting that nice big mirror. So you're getting the mirror, and then you're getting these really pretty jewel tone shade. And I think it runs around $13 or $14, so it's a little bit more expensive, but if you're looking for a nice, you know, easy to access palette, I think it's a nice choice. I like the look I got with it. It's kind of purpley and gold. And then I'm going to use one of my favorite rediscovered loves, and this is the Makeup Revolution eyeliner pen, and I'm sure you've heard a lot of YouTubers talk about this one. It's great. It has this end that just makes it really easy to hold on to. I think I have to untwist it to open it. I forget how this opens. There we go. Nope, you just pop it off. Wow, that was interesting because it got me. The cap didn't want to come off. It was like stuck on. I recently repurchased this from Ulta because it's a great eyeliner, and it's just nice the way you can hold it. I'm going to go ahead and line my eyelid with it. It just makes it nice to hold. It sits in your hand nicely, which is great because, you know, I feel like a lot of eyeliner pens are just too hard to hold. Some of them are just too short. And this one really seems like the perfect length. So that's a bonus. That is a bonus. And I think I'm going to pop on some falsies today, just because I feel like I'm in that kind of a glam mode. And I need to pull out a mascara. I had so much stuff up here I had to like move everything. So now I gotta find my mascara down here. I'm gonna go in with my Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This is one of my favorites. And then I think I'm gonna pop on some falsies. It's been a while since I did falsies, and I'm just kind of in that mood to be a little glam on my only day off. Yeah, I actually have the time on my only day off to spend extra time getting ready, so I can be all full out glam, which is nice. I wish I had the time to do that every day. I mean, if I got up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, I probably could, but I just like to sleep in, so. Unless I just absolutely can't sleep, I usually don't get out of bed that early, although I did today. I just couldn't sleep, and too many things were on my mind. It's like, I gotta get this done. And then I didn't feel good, having digestive issues, so that's always fun. If I could just get my OCD mind and all of that to just not think, it would help, but I'm always worrying about something. Worrying about something I can't control. So this really does a great job of like deepening and darkening the eyelashes. And it's only like $5 or $6 at Ulta, so it's a really good mascara. I like it a lot. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put on some falsies. I have a pair here that I wore a while back, and I'm just going to go ahead and reuse it. I'm going to use my Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive. And it's been so long I forget what the name or what the brand of these eyelashes were. But we're going to roll with it. Roll with it and have some glam lashes today. So I'm going to try to get those centered as best I can. I feel like this lash band is just a little too thick on this one. It makes it more difficult to apply because the lash band on this is just, I like the really thin lash bands that like Ardell makes, because those are super easy to apply, where this you really gotta, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use these. The lash band is just too thick on these. I'm going to have to use different ones because I just can't handle, I have to have the really thin bands. I'm going to try these. I'm just going to get rid of these because I don't like those really thick bands. I mean, they're like, you can feel the band. I'm thinking this might be the same way on this one. Plus, I need to shorten this one. This one's way too long. Gotta shorten it. Some of these lash bands, I mean, there's some that I love, and then there's others where it's a real struggle to get it to go. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this. And there's also like a lot of, maybe that's the problem. Yeah, there's like all this glue stuck to the lash. And that's making the lash band feel even thicker. There's usually not that much glue that you got to remove on these. I had to remove quite a bit of glue on that. So now that I removed that glue, I think we shall be in business, you guys. Sorry folks, if you're still with me. I appreciate your patience and I appreciate you watching. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and try this again to see if I can get a better... Yeah, I think that's going to work out a lot better once the glue dries. Now I got to do the same thing to the other one. I got to trim it because these are way too long. I don't think I'll be repurchasing these. I can't remember. I think these were my Ardell or something, but I tell you, these are not good as far as the length. I like the Demi Wispies because those are the perfect length for me. I didn't realize until I started doing this that it was going to be a problem. And see, this has the same thing. There's all this glue. You can just see this huge amount of glue. Like, usually they don't have this much glue put on these lashes when you purchase them. But these lashes have way too much glue that was keeping it attached to this. So once I take that glue off, then it fits on my lash better. But my favorite one is the Demi Wispies, because those feel like you're not wearing anything at all. It just feels like a natural lash band, and they're perfect. I love the Demi Wispies. So if you want something that looks natural and it doesn't feel like you're wearing any lashes, check out the Demi Wispies. Those are perfect. I'm still experimenting with these because I'm new to this particular style. And to be honest, although they're pretty, I don't love these. But I'm going to try to make them work. Gonna try to get them to work. And I got to get it to stick down on this end. They're really pretty. They're really long, luscious, and pretty. They really make you look like you have a lot of lashes. So I like that aspect. I just don't like the way they apply. So these are not my favorite, but they will do for now. Until I can get back into my Demi Wispies. Thinking yeah, these are just a lot longer than some of the others. Trying to tame them down a little bit. They're really long compared to a lot of the ones I wear. Alright, and then the last product I wanted to share with you is an exciting new product that a lot of people have been raving about, and this is the NARS Orgasm lip gloss. And it's in the shade Orgasm. It's an oil-infused lip tint, and I've been hearing a lot of people rave about this, and I wanted to try it out to see for myself what type of beautiful pink glow I can get with this. It's an oil-infused lip tint. And I'm thinking it's one of those that after it sits on your lips a little bit, it'll, you know, become a beautiful pink glow. That is really pretty. I love the shine. My lips feel really dry right now, so I really like the shine that I'm getting from that. So I hope you enjoyed this look. Thank you so much for tuning in, for watching everything from start to finish. I hope that gives you an idea of how I get a look like this. That's pretty much how I get, you know, my everyday glowy look. For those of you that follow me on my other channel, which is Glam Life Wig Reviews, this is how I get the makeup look. So And that's simple. I do change my foundation, you know, usually every day. So today was the Olay plus Covergirl Radiance one, but I love the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I love the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, the Revlon Candid Foundation, the L'Oreal Pro Glow. There's so many foundations that I love. It's hard to pick just one, but for those of you that are curious about how I get a look like this is how I do it, my friends. So I hope that everybody enjoyed. If you like these videos, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. These makeup videos do go up on a weekly basis, so I'd love for you to check that out. Also, if you click the description box down below, you will find a link to my other channel. If you like seeing alternative hair and wig reviews, I'd love for you to go ahead and take a look at my other channel, Glam Life Wig Reviews, and subscribe there as well. I post weekly wig reviews of alternative hairstyles, and it's really fun to check out the different colors and how they look. Also, in the description box there are links to my Facebook page where you can follow me for periodic updates. You can also check out the description box for links to both of my sisters' alternative hair channels, and then there's also a link to my eBay store, and there's just several links down there that would be really awesome if you would take a look at that. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Again, thank you so much for your kind comments, for the love, for the support that you've shown me. It's really nice to know that I'm not alone in this journey, and that there are others of you that have lost people as well and are struggling, you know, with anxiety and just hair loss and health issues due to the loss. You know, I lost my mother and I lost my husband. My husband passed in 2017 and my mother a year later in 2018, and both in August, so it's been a tough week for me. August 9th was the anniversary of my husband being gone for 2 years, and August 12th was the anniversary of my mother being gone for a year. So I just appreciate your love, your prayers, your support, and it's just nice to know that I'm not alone in this, and it really means a lot to me. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye.